However,
This is how to keep from being scammed. I guess not how to keep from being scammed, because ultimately you getting scammed is up to you. But we're going to talk, I mean, ultimately it is, because it's your choice and what you do with your money. But we're going to share with you an experience that we have had in the realm of liquidation, but also things that we have noticed from people asking us, did they get scammed after the fact?
Scamming has changed a little bit, and so here's a story of a very interesting situation that we came across a couple of months ago. So it started with, I guess, Joe, you were on Facebook first, and there's this group of, I don't know, 30,000 people. I mean, there's a lot of people in this group, and the owner of this group had a Facebook profile with a different name. It was under Troy Hydro, and I'm posting the screen recording here because he actually blocked us.
He didn't block me.
Oh, he didn't block you? He
no,
blocked me.
He hasn't blocked me. I'm still in the Facebook group and everything.
He definitely blocked me, so I couldn't get on there. I had to get on the Facebook page of the Family Flips to see it. But he has taken all of our pictures and he is now posting them as us and pretending to be us.
Our personal pictures.
From our profiles, like our Facebook profiles. And he's using them to utilize the trust that we've built within the audience to therefore then scam people. And the reason that we knew this was before we even approached him, we went and we looked at his Facebook profile. We realized that he probably has multiple profiles of different people, and he is using them as reviews to kind of talk people up and say that this person is very trustworthy. Us, essentially. And he has a website, which if you scroll down to the bottom of the website and you look at all of the addresses that he has for these different liquidation, they don't match the Google address that they put in there. It's all falsified. But it looks very, very real. And if you're not paying close attention, you miss it. So we actually, well, by we, I mean Joe. You can tell this part of the story because it's actually kind of funny. He actually reached out to this guy and told me.
I don't even know where I saw him at. I don't know. I don't know how that came about. I think somebody may have sent it to me saying that this guy is using our pictures. I don't know exactly, but I just sent him a message, and you can see the message chain there. And I just reached out to him like, hey, like that family looks like my family. And he's like, whoa, my wife actually looks like your wife as well. Just joking about it. And I was just pretty much like, you know, how much have you scammed people? And he was just like, you know, I just started, which is a lie. And that he had only scammed a few people, which he's not being completely honest. But I reported the profile, you know, needless to say. And I had other people reporting the profile. And Facebook does absolutely nothing.
Here's the thing. You can actually post and say that they're impersonating someone. And then you put the profile, you put our profiles in.
Yeah.
They will not, because the name is different, they're not going to do anything about it.
And you can't even, if you could actually talk to an actual person, you could probably walk them through this scenario. But because it's all automated by AI, there's nothing that you can do. And this guy, he actually called me to work out a deal so that I would stop reporting him and his group that he has, which of course I'm not going to take his money that he's stealing from other people. And so I got to looking in his Facebook group, and we'll post, you know, a picture of the group as well. But it's like Pallet's Liquidation something. There's a link down in the description that there isn't. I know that there are actually a few legit liquidators that are in this group, and why they choose to post in this group stuff for sale, I have no idea.
Maybe they don't realize.
But at the same time, I'm like, if we're selling somewhere, like, why don't you make sure that the place that you're selling isn't full of scammers trying to take advantage of people? At least that's my take. You know, they may not be doing something. To me, the people that I know, like those individuals, like I have seen throughout the liquidation industry, that they have a lot of mixed reviews on them. So them to post there, I don't know.
I think
that's
it's just people
on them.
not doing their due diligence, I guess, in a way.
Which is ultimately kind of what this video is about, is doing your due diligence. So how they operate in this Facebook group is they will post a pallet of jeans that they have for sale with the link to their website saying, PM me for details. They'll post tool pallets. They'll post pallets of a pallet of iPhones or a pallet of MacBooks. Pallets of iPhones and MacBooks do not exist. They don't exist anywhere out there. So they'll post these for sale, and then they will log in with one of their many other Facebook profiles, and they will comment on these posts as customers who have previously bought from this individual before, stating about how good their experience has been.
And you got to be really careful because a lot of these profiles, they've done their work.
Yes.
You can actually see in this screenshot that I have taken, you can actually see a little icon with a little clock on it. It means that the time of that post has been edited. It wasn't done at real time. So I can tell that this particular profile is fake because every single post that they have used has that little timestamp. They changed the date that it was posted. But if you're not paying attention, you don't see that little icon. Right? So a lot of times you're going to these other profiles and you're like, oh, this is a real person who's giving a review. Are you sure? I think the worst part is that the pictures, if it was just me and Joe, it'd be one thing. But my children are in those pictures, which led me to really, that's one of the main reasons why we stopped putting our kids on the vlogs. And when we do, they're very, very small snippets because it's creepy is what it is. It's creepy. Because nobody on the social media platform will protect us.
Or y'all, for that matter.
Well, really, y'all. Because nobody will do that, the only thing that we know to do is to talk to you guys about it and let you know what to look out for, let you know what we know so that we can all be in communication and protect ourselves, because most of us, we're reselling because we need the money, right? So we need to be able to eat. So these people are just taking that from us, and we can't let them do that. Scammers got smart, and they put a little extra time developing these falsified profiles.
Yep. And so they'll do that, and a lot of times it'll be items that are a lot cheaper than what you can normally get it, which creates a sense of urgency for the buyer to purchase now or quickly so that other people don't buy it. If you are being rushed to make a purchase, then you're obviously not going to do the research that you need to do to be able to make sure that you're not getting scammed. So the people that you're buying from, yes, if they have a website, check it out. Look at the Google listing for it to make sure that the information matches up. Call the Google phone number on there. If they're, Google Maps, it's going to have a phone number. Call that number to see, are you this business? Because they're not going to be. Chances are 99% sure it's not going to be the same phone number, the same place.
Actually, one of the ones that we post that we looked at, when we clicked on it and we did the research on it, it's actually an auto repair place.
Right.
It's just a random address somewhere that was actually an auto repair place.
Right.
So you can do your due diligence in making sure and verifying in the same way that, I don't know if any of you guys are on dating profiles, right? Before you meet up with this person, you probably want to do a little bit of research and make sure you're not meeting up with a creeper, right? So there's things that you can do to verify that this person is who they say they are. Us personally, we have a Family Flips email address on every single platform that we have. If you see something and you're like, hey, are y'all selling pallets? Email me, email him, call the store. Our Google address, we have a store phone number. You can call and say, hey, are you selling pallets at your location? And we'll say, no, because we don't sell pallets. So if anybody's out there impersonating us saying that they sell pallets, it's not us. We don't do that.
Right. If you're in liquidation groups and you've got people that are commenting, oh, this person is good, they're solid, take it with a grain of salt. Yes, there are some people that they do give good advice, but what I have also found in the liquidation industry is there are a lot of, obviously liquidators want to look out for each other. Brokers want to look out for the people the liquidators that they're buying from. So a lot of times it's those people that are also commenting, this thing is good, this is good, because I don't know how many times I've seen posts with truckload for sale where it's like a lot of people are like, oh, they're good, but they actually are not good.
Yeah.
So take that with a grain of salt and ask. You gotta, there's liquidation scammers and feedback group, another Facebook group. It's a good group to be in, because you can go there, you can ask about people and get a lot of good advice. Because there's even some liquidation groups that are paid, meaning that as a liquidator to post in that group, you pay the group owner the ability to post stuff in there. Obviously, as an admin, the group owner in there, you can become compromised because you don't want the people that are paying you to look bad.
Yep.
So it's a lot of times posts get deleted, comments get deleted, they get removed. So take those things with a grain of salt.
Most people are really good about taking influencer resellers like us, like with a grain of salt. When we post a video and we say we got it from this place,
right,
here's the pallet, and you're like, well, you know, you could be getting paid. You know what? I don't even hate those comments, although we do our best to make sure that we are as honest as possible. We actually,
right,
we've talked about this before. We have another DBA that is not connected to the family flip, so that when we do order something, we do everything we can to make sure they know it's not us. And we do that because we're doing research for ourselves. We're just filming it while we're doing it. So that's really the main reason why we do stuff. So if you can do that with people like us, then do it for anybody on the internet.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're an influencer, a YouTuber, or whatever. Do it for everybody.
Yeah. So the other thing I would say is do a reverse Google image search. If you're in Facebook groups or you're even on Facebook or wherever, and somebody's trying to sell you something, they've got these tool pallets that look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Do reverse Google image search on that. If you don't know how, go to Google. Like, how do you do an image search?
Then you can look for the images and see if they've been copied and pasted from somewhere else.
Because chances are, if it's a scam, the same pictures are being used over and over and over and over again. Because they don't have the actual stuff, so they've got to be stealing the images from somewhere.
Right. So basically, this happened to us. You know, I guess I at first I was really upset, but then I was like, you know what? We're going to educate some people with this. I'm like, if somebody's going to do this with us, I think the only thing that makes me sick is that in some of those pictures, my kids are in it. So those of you guys who ask us, it's the Family Flips channel, why are your kids not really in it? For stuff like this, for reasons like this. And, Joe and I, we chose this path, but our children did not.
Right.
So we respect their privacy. We do enough just to show that they're still very, very involved in what goes on. We're just careful about what we put on camera because of stuff like this. But yeah, it's been awful. Kind of hate it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going to do something good with it, which means that I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened so that you guys are prepared, because scammers are getting smarter and smarter.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like with that kind of intelligence, as smart and as clever as they are, if they could just use their powers for good. Right.
And don't pay with PayPal, friends and family. Don't Cash App somebody $2,000 or $1,000. Don't Venmo somebody the money. Don't Zelle somebody the money, because those are all ways that scammers scam people, because there are no
protections.
There are no protections for you.
Make sure that there is some kind of like PayPal for business. Like you do that. That's fine because you can actually dispute it.
Correct. Most liquidators that are not going to take a debit or credit card. They're just not. Some of them might, but they're paying 3% fee. Like, if they pay $1,000, you're paying Pallet for $1,000. That's a $30 fee right there. But ultimately, the responsibility of not getting scammed is in your hands. It's not the scammer. They're doing all that they can to take advantage of you. But in the end, we as consumers are the ones that are responsible for making the choice to get scammed. So before you send somebody any money, before you buy somebody, look at the address, look at the business information, look at who else has bought from them. Try to ask as many questions as you can. Do a video call to actually see the product, because most of the time you're not going to be able to get somebody to do a video call with you to show you the actual product. They're just not going to, because they don't have it. Do a reverse Google image search, and don't just send somebody money through PayPal. Friends and family, you're just choosing to give up your money if that's the case.
I just want to say that I am so sorry for those of you out there who have already been scammed. Use your story, educate other people,
right.
Learn from it. It's the best that we can do in these kinds of situations. So if you guys have any other questions, please put those down in the comments below. There is more information, the Facebook group, and all of that is in the description down below, so you can do your research, kind of get an example of what to look out for. But yeah, we thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace.